Pleasant Grove Police.
I just found something in my garage. It's been wrapped up in a plastic bag and it stinks.
Okay, what is it?
It's a little baby.
Pleasant Grove Police received a chilling 911 call. Upon arriving, officers found Darren West visibly shaken after speaking to his wife, Megan Huntsman, about what he'd discovered in his garage.
And I just said, what the hell is this? What have you done? I always found something. She goes, oh, you did?
Get that for.
Don't call the police. Don't call the police. I'm going to get it.
As officers stepped inside the garage, they couldn't have imagined the horrors awaiting them.
I remember there being some sort of form of tape. As we got deeper into that box, we'd find a second child.
There could be more. Like I said, I can't remember a damn thing.
How many do you think there would be?
On April 12th, 2014, Darren West had returned home after serving prison time for drug offenses, only to uncover something horrific in his garage, prompting him to make the unsettling 911 call.
Pleasant Grove Police.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Can I have an officer come to this address?
And your name?
My name's Darren West. I just found something in my garage. I think it's a miscarriage.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean by a miscarriage you found?
I have no idea. Just please send an officer up here.
It sounds like you may need medical.
It's been wrapped up in a plastic bag and it stinks.
Okay, what is it?
It's a little baby.
When police arrived at the home in Pleasant Grove, Utah, they saw the garage door open and Darren standing outside with family members who'd come to help him move in. One glance at his face made it clear that something terrible awaited them.
Who lives here?
Us three.
1, 2, 3?
It's a double house. The basement and the upstairs are two different.
My two daughters live here. See, we've been cleaning the garage.
Okay.
And then got a 48-hour pass. And I have...
Here. We went on home and my dad was in a halfway house. You've been cleaning out the garage.
I'm trying to get, because I've been gone for so long. And
Anyway, there was a box over there. It was all wrapped up. And he says, what is this?
The box was an ordinary fruit box, sealed tightly with electrical tape, placed just outside the garage. Inside was a bag wrapped carefully in multiple layers of duct tape, clearly indicating someone wanted the contents hidden permanently. When investigators finally opened it, they uncovered something they'd never forget: the decomposed remains of a baby.
There were boxes from floor to ceiling on all three walls. There's hundreds of boxes. How are we going to get through all of these? So we contacted the medical examiner's office and they sent out an investigator. Bewilderment, shock. I was speechless. How could you fathom something like that? The big obvious question is what is this child doing here? Who's the mother? Where did it come from?
Officers immediately sealed off the garage, recognizing they were dealing with a homicide. They started examining each box carefully, unaware that what they'd found was only the start of a far more horrifying discovery. The key question now was Megan Huntsman's whereabouts, as she was likely the only person with answers.
Let's start off with, is it your wife? Where's your girlfriend?
I'm still married to her, but...
Okay, so legally, according to the law, it's still your wife.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why don't you tell me what her name is?
Megan Huntsman. What happened is when I went to prison, she stuck around for 2 or 3 years and she took off.
But she is with a boyfriend now.
Where is she?
In West Valley somewhere. We just had her on the phone. She said it was his.
And I just said, what the hell is this? What have you done? I always found something. She goes, oh, you did?
Get that for.
Don't call the police. Don't call the police. I'm going to get it.
But you said it was yours. Logically, is that true?
I don't know, man. I never knew you. Amen.
With Megan as their primary focus, investigators hope to understand the situation better.
Are you able to help us understand what's going on here? It was a miscarriage.
It was like 9 years ago when we first left.
And how far into your pregnancy were you?
Like 7 months. It was born. Still born.
How soon can you come down here? Our detectives need to ask you some follow-up questions so that we can, rule out any kind of foul play.
Okay, there was no foul play.
Okay, listen to me. I need you to stay at your residence. We're going to have a West Valley City officer come pick you up.
Meanwhile, neighbors reported a foul odor emanating from the garage. Additional officers arrived, meticulously searching the house, quickly dubbing it the House of Horror. Detective Beckstrom questioned Megan, initially trying to understand why she'd hidden the baby instead of reporting the death. Megan repeated the story she told Darren, that the baby was stillborn. Yet, despite appearing emotional, parts of Megan's story didn't match up, raising suspicions further.
Well, you know why we're here, what we're here to talk about. Just start at the beginning and tell me what happened.
Well, we were doing drugs a lot. That's what he was in prison for. I got pregnant right before he left, and I really didn't know because I thought it was just stress and stuff.
He went to prison in 2006?
Yeah.
How far along were you when he
Like
went?
a couple months.
Where did you have the baby?
In the house, in the bathroom.
In the house that you and Darren lived in. Describe to me what happened.
Well, I was having a lot of pain that day. I didn't go to work. My kids were at school. And I went in the bathroom and just sat there and then just pushed really hard. And you know, I was blue and wasn't crying. And I was by myself and I didn't know what to do. And I couldn't get it to cry or anything.
Then what happened?
I got scared and I wrapped it up. And not being smart and calling you guys, I was in shock. It was stupid of me to do it.
What do you mean when you say you wrapped it up?
You remember? It was towels or garment bag or something. I put it in a box.
What would you have done differently? Looking back.
Called the cops and told them that I had a baby and that I couldn't get to breathe and have the paramedics and stuff come.
Megan repeated the same account she had previously given Darren, insisting the baby had been stillborn. Despite appearing upset, investigators noticed inconsistencies in her story.
So you're on the toilet, you have the baby. You said you tried to get it to breathe. What did you do?
Well, I tried just to clean his mouth out and stuff, and I couldn't get a response at all.
Okay.
I couldn't feel a heartbeat or anything.
Okay. So you clean the baby's mouth out, try to get it to breathe, and then what?
I passed out for a little bit. I think I lost a lot of blood. And then I just remember my kids got home from school and I just told them I wasn't feeling them. And then I cleaned myself up and I went and got a box.
And then, as far as you know, unless someone else moved it, the baby's been in the box in the garage since that first year that Darren went to prison. Okay.
We clean that garage every year.
Were you worried somebody else would find it when you guys were cleaning the garage?
Yeah.
And so what would you do to make sure that didn't happen?
I just kind of slide it and like sweep around, you know, and then set stuff on it and, you know, well, they knew that part was already clean stuff.
Megan's explanation seemed like an attempt to justify her actions. She claimed the stress from Darren's imprisonment and heavy drug use severely affected her judgment. However, the longer detectives questioned her, the stronger their doubts became.
Because I was so scared, I don't know what I was thinking. I have no idea.
Do you remember if the baby was a boy or a girl? So, did anyone else know that you were pregnant?
I don't show at all.
Did you tell Darren?
No, I never.
Okay. Had you ever had any stillborn babies prior to that?
I had miscarriages.
And on these miscarriages, did they all happen at home?
What happened at home?
All right. Is there anything else that you think I should have asked you that I haven't asked you? Is there anything else that you want me to know?
No.
And we really want the right thing for this baby. Proper burial and closure for you and for your family. Your husband went to prison, you're raising the kids on your own, and you're overwhelmed. And I can understand that. I mean, Darren just found out that he had another kid that he didn't know about. So,
I totally understand.
what do you think proper closure looks like? Anything else?
Me going to jail.
Well, it's clear that we think you should go to jail for this, that you recognize you've done something wrong. We haven't made any decisions like that. We're still just trying to put the story together at this point.
Megan insisted her actions stemmed from stress after Darren's incarceration, compounded by heavy drug use, which impaired her judgment. Still, Detective Beckstrom found her intense fear of jail suspicious. If the baby was stillborn, her guilt seemed disproportionate. He felt Megan was hiding a far darker truth. Back at the home, police uncovered another suspicious box, again finding a disturbing scene. Each box released a terrible odor, with strange fluid leaking from inside.
I remember there being some sort of form of tape over it, and then as we opened it up, there's heavy padding and packaging, more plastic wrap. As we got deeper into that box, we did ultimately find a second child. I felt angry, and I remember thinking, what in the actual hell is going on?
Officers informed Detective Beckstrom, who again pressed Megan for answers, unprepared for the horrifying revelation that followed.
We have investigators in the house right now. They found a second baby. Will you please tell me about that?
Hey, there's more. Hey, I'm sorry. I have hit every one of them, and he had to have known I was pregnant through most of them.
There's others? How many?
I'm not even sure. I was on so many drugs and stuff during it all, I can't even remember.
When?
All through the years.
Megan had a long history of drug addiction, primarily methamphetamine and heavy drinking. These addictions affected her judgment, but couldn't justify taking a life. Despite Megan's attempts to explain, detectives sensed she was concealing something unimaginable that would soon shock everyone.
If it's easier for you to remember, if we want to start after you had your first child, when you had the first miscarriage.
One, right after we moved in, I can't even remember. I remember when I had in the town. They were all stillborn. Every one of them.
Were they full term?
No, without pain.
Okay, so how many do you think will we find in the garage?
4.
Did you put all 4 in the garage?
Yeah.
Did you keep them in the same place in the garage? What did you?
Right, it was covered.
Okay, and so all 4 boxes are in the same place? Okay, well, I just want to be able to relay to the detectives what they're going to find. And so all 4
Yes.
are in the cabinet in the garage?
Yes.
Why didn't you call for help?
I'm afraid of people know I'm pregnant.
I mean, this is Utah. It's not common for people to have a lot of kids.
Oh, because I was young, because I was so young.
Several years later, though, when this happened, I mean, you're not so young.
I know. But like I said, the drugs, they mess with you. Bad.
So you're telling me that because you were on drugs, you weren't making good decisions?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it feel better to tell the truth?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, just a minute.
When Megan revealed there were more bodies hidden in the garage, Detective Beckstrom alerted officers immediately. Over 24 police carefully searched every inch of the property, while questioning Megan continued relentlessly.
You know, we've talked about a lot. I don't know yet. We haven't made those decisions because we're doing the search warrant still. And because of the seriousness of this, they are also going to obtain a search warrant for your house in West Valley. Is there anything at that house that we need to know about before we go up there?
For me, no. All that's up there is my clothes.
Okay. So you have the babies been in the garage the whole time?
I never moved them or anything. But yeah, they've been in the garage the whole time.
So we're talking 8 years ago.
Yes.
I mean, you told me earlier that you put the boxes with the babies in them in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Did you ever take them out of that cabinet?
No.
I imagine in the last 9 years, stuff's been in and out of that
I think so, because I was just there a month or so ago getting my bed and stuff out of there, and I seen it sitting there.
Right. And so did anyone in the world know that the baby was in the garage? Okay.
So,
Well, they're saying one of the boxes was on a stack of shelves next to the cabinet. Why would it be there?
unless I moved it or something, but it's not thinking.
Do you know when that might have been?
Before I left, I did. I mean, I haven't been in that house. I've only once since I moved out.
Detectives were skeptical, as hiding one pregnancy was plausible, but multiple pregnancies unnoticed seemed nearly impossible. The deeper they investigated, the more horrifying their suspicions became.
I want to make sure that there's no more weight on your shoulders. Okay. When you have these babies,
Yes.
you said after they were born and they were blue and you would try to get them to breathe. What would you do to try to get them to breathe?
Sometimes I was so scared,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sorry, like shake them, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Did you have like the suction cup they used to clean out their mouths? You described you had the one in the tub, that you filled the tub and had.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Was that baby alive when it was born?
I think it was. For a short time.
What?
Well, you'd think if I had baby in the house, I'd just cry, so it would,
Mm-hmm. Well, you say you think it was for a short time. What was it moving? Did it start to breathe?
No, it wasn't breathing. I could see a little heartbeat in it. So.
Okay. For about how long?
Not very long.
Okay. The one that you had when he was in prison, that you were on the toilet. Was that one alive when it was born? Okay. Where were the other two born?
One on the bed.
Okay. The one on the bed when it was born. Do you think it might have been alive for a short time as well?
It might have.
Detective Beckstrom was stunned when Megan finally confessed the unimaginable. The babies had been intentionally killed, not stillborn. With this admission, he prepared himself to ask the most critical question of all.
Did you kill the baby after it was born? What we need is the truth.
I did one of those.
Which one?
Can't remember. No, I was just so scared. I was so on drugs so bad.
How did you cook it?
Yeah.
Do you think all four of these babies were alive when they were born?
I'm pretty sure one of them wasn't.
And did you cook the others?
Yes, I did.
And you put them in a towel, put them in garbage bags, and then put them in a box and put it in the garage.
Yes.
So one was dead when it was born, and the other three you cooked. And why did you cook them?
I don't know. Scared. I was in shock.
Have you ever told anyone this?
No, I've never told a soul.
So when we run DNA tests, will they all be Darren's?
Yes, they will.
Is there anything else we need to know about?
No.
All right.
Emotionally exhausted, Detective Beckstrom exited the interrogation room, deeply shaken by Megan's confession, the most challenging moment of his career.
Once I'm out of her sight, my hands went to my knees, and I had to take several breaths to really process. Holy, she had killed these babies.
At the garage, officers uncovered a third body tightly packed and sealed similarly. Shortly after, a fourth was found, then a fifth, concealed beneath blankets and bath tiles. But the most shocking discoveries were yet to come.
I'm told that there is a fifth baby found at the home. Now it's becoming almost exhausting. How many could there be? And what is going on?
Right, Megan, I'm really happy with how far you've come, but I'm concerned that you haven't told me everything. How many do you think there possibly could be?
Honestly, I don't know how many. 4 I can think of, but I don't.
Okay. They are up to 5. And so now that there's 5, are you still only certain that one of them was dead when it was born? And so the other 4 were alive?
There could be more. Like I said, I can't remember a damn thing.
How many do you think there would be?
I'd say 8 or 9.
When they're done searching the garage, they are going to search the rest of the house. Will they find any more?
No.
Okay. So there could be 8 or 9?
Yeah, there could be. But I know there's no more than that. And I know there's none in the house. I mean, you'd smell them if they were in the house.
Right. Did the smell from the garage ever come in the house? It would just be out in the garage.
People said it was some smell, you know, like in the heat of the summer. We had cats and stuff, and you know, and I think it was always just blamed on that.
They would just leave it open?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying Darren never knew?
No, and I told you, only me. I've kept this to myself for 18 years.
So I'm the only person that you've ever told?
Yes.
As the count increased, investigators proceeded carefully. Detective Beckstrom also began considering Darren's potential involvement, prompted by something Megan said during interrogation that raised suspicion.
When I talked to you earlier, you mentioned that Darren should have known. What do you mean by that? Did you tell her?
No. I don't know why. I think my mind was just so out of it, you know? All I focused on was the next fix. But how can you not know? How can you sleep with someone every night and not know that?
When we're talking about Darren knowing that you were pregnant because he's in your bed, those aren't miscarriages. And so did you just tell him that you miscarried?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you told him that it was a miscarriage, he never asked what you did with the miscarriage? Okay.
Officers soon found the 6th and 7th bodies, tightly wrapped in sweaters and concealed inside a cabinet. Shocked but determined, they expanded their search, even examining Megan's former home in West Valley, where they found no additional bodies but uncovered drugs and paraphernalia, highlighting Megan's troubling lifestyle. Megan Huntsman was arrested, charged with 6 counts of murder, and taken to Utah County Jail. Yet, unanswered questions lingered, prompting detectives to bring Darren back in for further questioning.
You're not in trouble right now. I'm just trying to understand everything that's happened. So she's saying that baby was a miscarriage after you went in prison.
That's what she told me. Is that what she's still saying?
Yes. We did get a search warrant in the house. And there's more than one. And so, how many times was your wife pregnant?
Well, I have 3 daughters. And I know one other time that she had a miscarriage. I never even knew she was pregnant with 2 of my daughters until she was like 4 or 5 months along. And then she told me, you know, I don't know, sir.
How many was there? There was 7.
You were kidding me.
I'm not. She said that the first one was shortly after you moved into the house.
Oh my God.
And that the last one, she was pregnant by you before you went to prison.
Wait, so she says they're all mine?
That's what she says. And that's why I'm glad you're here, because I would have thought that if she was pregnant 7 times in the 10-year period that you lived in that house, then surely you would have known.
Holy shit.
Overwhelmed by the situation, Darren broke down sobbing during interrogation. Despite his visible distress, detectives believed he might still have crucial information to provide.
You said you knew that she was pregnant once. Are you talking about one other time than the miscarriage, or are you talking about something else?
That's the only time I know. I was so messed up on freaking drugs, and I don't know what was going on.
I can tell that you know about more than what you're telling me. Megan hid pregnancies from everybody until shortly before she had kids. But you're saying that she told you when she was 4 months along. I believe that you knew about these pregnancies.
I swear to God, I never knew about all these pregnancies.
What's happened here is tragic. But I don't think that you killed these babies and hid them. I think that you were married to a woman who was going to do it her way, and then you were done fighting with her, and so you allowed her to make these decisions. Is that what happened?
I never would think that she would put babies in a box and freaking...
So what did you think she was doing with these pregnancies?
I didn't realize she was pregnant 7 freaking times.
I'm a married man. You know your wife's pregnant. And so she's telling me that the only one that you weren't around for is when you went to prison.
Honest to God, I didn't know that there were 7 babies in my garage.
I know.
I never knew there was 1 in there. Do you think I would have go out and cleaned the garage and then, you know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying you knew they were in the garage, but I'm saying you had to know that they were brought into the world.
Darren repeatedly insisted he had no knowledge of the pregnancies, though detectives initially doubted this claim. Eventually, due to a lack of evidence implicating him, and after requesting an attorney, Darren's questioning ended abruptly. Ultimately, evidence strongly supported Darren's innocence. Forensic analysis revealed Megan's fingerprints exclusively on the boxes, plastic bags, and duct tape. Darren's prints were entirely absent. DNA testing confirmed Darren was indeed the biological father of all 7 babies. Yet, heartbreakingly, he genuinely had no idea he'd fathered them. On February 12, 2015, Megan was officially sentenced to 6 consecutive prison terms of 5 years to life after admitting guilt for killing 6 infants. Maintaining the 7th was stillborn. The case profoundly disturbed everyone involved, raising troubling questions about how a mother could commit such horrific crimes, while also highlighting how severe drug addiction contributed to Megan's tragic descent.
Megan had a family that she was raising. But on the flip side of that coin, she also had 7 dead children in her garage that she had murdered. I don't know what her motive was. I don't care what her motive was. But the fact of the matter is she did it, and that was unfathomable to me.
Was Megan driven solely by drugs, or were there darker reasons behind her horrifying actions? How could Darren, living with Megan for 10 years, remain unaware of multiple pregnancies? This tragic and disturbing case left everyone questioning just how well they really knew those closest to them.